I was one of the first to be drafted in the Army of April of 1941, and I went to Fort Custer, Michigan, and I was assigned to an engineer company or battalion, engineer battalion for the 5th Division, and that's the training. I got my training right at Fort Custer, Michigan, with the rest of the Army there. They took us to Tennessee from Fort Custer, Michigan, and when they took us down to these maneuvers, then we spent 4 to 5 weeks in that, and I want to point it out as to where I am here like that. I was 25 years old here on that picture. So after war was declared, then what we had to do is prepare to move overseas someplace, and they put us on a ship and took us up to Iceland, and the British had been there. They had been holding Iceland as a fort kind of. So we had to take over, and we relieved the British, and we were up to Iceland and for 15 months. I was there for 15 months, and what we had to do is hold it so that the Germans couldn't come in and claim it for their benefit. So that's what I was up there for. And then from Iceland, after being up in Iceland, we went to England, and at England they were going to give us some training there for the invasion, but we really didn't have room to train there, so they moved us back to Ireland, and I spent 9 months up in Ireland then for training for the invasion. The first time we saw Patton, he came. We were up in Ireland, and we were training for the big invasion in France, and we were training. So he came up there, and he chose one of our division as one of his favorites, he said. So he called us all into a formation that the whole division had to get out on that airfield, and he was going to speak to us. Well, we waited on that airfield for over 8 hours before he got there, and no toilet facilities of any kind. And we managed, and but when he did get there, he gave us a 10-minute speech, and told us if there was anybody had to die for the country, we were going to let them Krauts over there die. And he had some choice words to call them there, other than for that he says we were going to go annihilate them. That was his theme there. We was going to go and annihilate them, and that was in Ireland. And then later, I did see him while we were going to get in. The last time I saw him, we were ready to cross the Rhine River. The Germans had demolished the bridges so that we had to come up with some ways to get across. And as we were being engineers, we had to take the infantry across in assault boats. And when we were getting ready for the crossing, then we were all ready with the assault boats, but the infantry wasn't coming up on time. So here he tried pushing us for wanting to get that going. And when he come by, then all he could say is, let's get this damn show on the road. And all we could hear was, "Oh, blow it out your butt, you son of a bitch."